Good morning all, another beautiful day, another day at work. Today we're on our way down to Liphook to do another full house clearance. Hopefully there'll be a bit more stuff than yesterday. So we can get a few more stuff for the shop, for the car boot. And it makes a change from doing removals all the time. You never know what you're going to find on these jobs. So I'm actually starting to look forward to doing more bigger and bigger house clearances. Let's see how today goes. Talk to you soon. Welcome to the job in Liphook. So this is the kind of stuff we have to clear today. We have a whole garage of random bits. Living room. We were told to leave the table and anything on the table. We've got a nice little dresser there with all the bits. Got to empty out all the cupboards. More and more books. We love books, don't we? Some random pieces. Not the fireplace today. Not like yesterday. And then in the kitchen, of course, it's going to be everything in the cupboards. Standard. We're told to leave the fridge. Nice little table and chairs. Hidden cupboard behind. More metal for the scrap man. And then you've got some back rooms. Little bathrooms clear, nice and easy. Clothes. Dresser. Got bits. We just have a little walk upstairs. Then upstairs we have another bathroom. Bedroom in here. A hidden sink in the cupboard. Nice. Airing cupboard, just blankets and softs. He did say that the loft is empty. In the bedroom, the bed has already been put down in the garage. So little ornaments there. Let's have a look in the wardrobe. Nice and empty. Very straightforward. And then last room. And as my black cat van is a bit small for this job, we have brought my red line van. Guys, just making out some boxes and Kindles. Yeah, I'll show you later the progress of the job. We're all done. Another great job. Let's have a look how we've got on. So, let's go. Living room. All cupboards empty. Very empty. Nice. And then the garden. So we made sure we went through all the hedge to make sure there's nothing left behind. Cleared out the shed. Took things off the wall when needed. We're going to look at another job next Thursday, sorry. Job in Horsell, which should be a little bit bigger than this job. The fridge and the dining table, which they asked us to keep, they asked us nicely if we can put it into the garage so they can collect it another day. They got cleaners coming in next week, so they just said just basically take everything out, don't worry about sweeping up. So we didn't bring the Hoover. So that's downstairs. And then they've got someone coming, I think, tomorrow to take off this stair lift. All frames off the wall. Bathroom empty. Bedroom empty. Oh, that's because we've got the windows open to air it out. That's why all the doors are slamming. Let's close the windows while we're up here. Just shut the other window. That's it. And then completed. Hello again. Yeah, so we completed that job in about 4 hours, which I estimated for, which was good. And there's only 3 of us on the job today. Instead of us taking all the metal away, we phoned the local scrap man, helped them out a little bit, earned them a few pennies. Plus we've got nowhere to keep putting everything at the moment. That's just been quite busy. So yeah, so 12 o'clock not bad, which means we can actually go and get some more donated stuff from our interior company. Fill up the shop. I'm only having the shop open for 2 hours tomorrow because I've got a beekeeping experience in the afternoon. So we start beekeeping up for next year. But I need to have a bit of a easy week next week to slow down, regenerate, reorganise, get things on top of. Because at the moment I've got so much donations to sort out, find out what needs to go for car boot, eBay, or in the shop. Need to get the all scrap we've got back at our place, down the scrap yard. Need to go to any cold boxes. So, even though it's meant to be a quieter week next week, I've still got a lot to catch up on. No rest, but I enjoy it, like I said. Hopefully, if I get a bit of an easy day and we have some nice sun next week, we'll go and jump in the swimming pool. Because I both have a lovely, lovely barbecue, which I desperately need. But, yeah. I think it's easier to do videos as well for clearances or for the shop than it is for the removals. Because the removals, you're on the time limit. You're going to try and get the people out by 12 o'clock. There's no time to stand around and take videos or photos. This one, you can just, as long as you get done in a day, then everything goes alright. But we just want to make sure we get done faster so we get on top of other things in the afternoon. So, it's still quite hard to talk about random stuff to myself on the camera. But, that's another thing I need to work on as well. How to make the YouTube more interesting, more appealing to people. To learn how to do all the thumbnail things on YouTube, editing and music and stuff, which will take time, I know. But the only way to learn is to actually do it. Instead of just saying I'm going to do this and do that, try it. What's the harm? If you fail, you fail. But if you fail, you learn from it, you can improve, you get better. And that's what we've always done with all the jobs. I'm not saying we're cowboys, I'm just saying if you don't try and do, say removals, if you don't try and do a slightly bigger house than you used to, how would you know if you're used to it? Clearances. Yes, at the start it was a bit of up and down with the pricing system, but the more you do it, the more you get the hang of it. You work out the best ways to recycle things, how to separate, how to earn a few pennies back, from even like I said, with a car built or something. So, and now I've got to learn how to do all these YouTube videos, which will come. So I believe that everyone should at least try something they want to do. Don't be scared of failing or making mistakes. So with the process of doing a house clearance, you can't just go in there and just take everything out. You have to do it stages. First thing you need to do is walk around with the owner, customer, estate agent, whoever is meeting you at the job. Walk around and have a proper discussion to know what's got to be left, what can be taken away, what is fixture and fitting, all the little details you need to know, and communication is the key. If you're not sure and they're not there, just give me a call. There's no harm in it. No harm second guessing yourself. It's better to be 100% sure than go with your gut feeling. Once that's done, then it's more, instead of just doing room by room, going round, finding out what can be donated, what we can reuse, resell, and we get 1 or 2 people normally start doing that, and then bringing out all the wooden items so all the wood can be separated, recycled. So we use dustbins. It's easy to wheel around, and it keeps the property a bit more tidy than using black bags or boxes. You don't want nothing leaking. So say, for instance, you clean out the kitchen and you've got all the cleaning stuff or food, you don't want to be chucking that in whole boxes and you go out the house and it falls apart. So dustbins is our aim, and it's easier for us to tip out the waste on as well. And then while the rubbish is coming out, then you've got a pile, you can do a scrap metal pile, keep all that separated. And yeah, so as long as you've got different people doing different things and they know what they're doing, then you should go very smooth, straightforward, and save a lot of time. And then you just conquer one room at a time, and then one person could be packing up one room, the other person could be taking out rubbish in the other room, and then eventually they switch over. So you haven't got 3 or 4 people in one room climbing over everyone and stuff like that. And once that's done, a lot of times if we need to take up carpets or the customers have asked for a sweep, a hoover, a dust, they're happy to. But a lot of times they would say, not to worry, we'll cleaners coming in there through the day or whenever. So as long as we give it the best we can. And after cleaning, and then you arrange again to meet the person, like I said, if it's a client, estate agent, whoever. You want them to have a full walk around with you, just so you haven't missed anything, and they haven't missed anything, or they might change their mind on an item they wanted to keep but then decided to get rid of. But once you've had a proper walk around and they pretty much just kind of like sign it off, then you can discuss any other details you need to do, and then as long as they're happy, we're happy, on to the next job. And honestly, there's no harm in going above and beyond on your jobs, because the more you do, the more they will recommend you. I'm not saying go overboard, because all jobs are priced in, so you don't want to be then to say, yeah, actually can you do another hour or 2 hours work when it wasn't agreed, it wasn't on price, or we might have another job on afterwards. So if it's a little bit extra, we don't mind helping out, because at the end of the day, we like helping people. Yeah. So, but I know we got another house clearance to go and have a look at next Thursday, and the customers are coming down from Cardiff and Wales. I think it's a relative who passed away, or put into a care home. But that's gonna be interesting. You never know what else we might find. But most of the times when people live that far away, they will walk around with you, and then they may leave you the keys to hand back to the estate agents, or leaving the property, and they'll come afterwards. And then once you've done, instead of getting them to come back round, you just do a video chat with them. So there are ways to work around if you can't see the people directly. Yeah. On to the next clearance. Enjoy your lovely weather and enjoy the weekend.